Cappy, where did you put the food coloring?
Hey there, hi there, ho there, I'm Captain Blastem, and we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm gonna have to edit some stuff out of this one. We last left off and we were about to go on a super cute baking date with Natsuki. Let's do it! Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Aww.
Sup?
Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison.
Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school.
Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good! Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she is a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen.
Why, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Like, God, were you raised in a barn? Where's your hospitality, Cappy? Come on!
Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grabbed Natsuki's bag. Kirk! This is ridiculously heavy. It's thick.
I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed?
Let's see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki. You're using your leg weight training like in a real anime.
It's all because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk.
Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. You really hate being small that much? Eh?
Not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size.
It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people.
But, geez, never mind. What?
Aw, this is so cute. Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school.
Are you getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you.
Yeah, that's a little bit more like you. It's more fun when you speak your mind like that.
Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know.
And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you shouldn't treat me like, ooh. Natsuki catches her words. Her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you were thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Ah, not me though. I hate it. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me?
Who else?
Man, let's just get started already.
Ha ha ha! You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found out your weakness, Cappy.
Who doesn't get sour when they're called gross? I'm gross and it still makes me feel bad. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, spilled fluid, what? Plastic bags are strewn over every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking.
Cappy, where did you put the food coloring?
I think it's still in the bag next to the table. Don't eat. Making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors are different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Oh, that's a cute idea. Are you doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference. Come on, you're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring in each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end. Just looking at it makes everybody's light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use food coloring then. Ah, oh. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still lumpy! Are you even trying? Like, God. Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez. I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it! After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger of the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross finger in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next! I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I try to scoop on my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face! Cappy, whose fault is that? There's a big lump of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this! Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other... Oh, it's getting so spicy. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Aww. Aww. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine, fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know, I didn't mean it. It was just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. Really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? I take Natsuki's finger, put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh, that's hot! What? Did you seriously just... Ah! Her face is entirely red. Cappy! You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. Oh! You know that, right? Cappy, what kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the moon turn to this so... Oh. Oh, it's the... Oh. Oh. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes to the oven. Something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in there, dummy. How can you make a mistake like that? You had to check before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Okay, she uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. Then the fire alarm starts. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. Tension from before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. I think you need to tell me that. Gosh. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Okay. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. Probably shouldn't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. You can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday, or whatever. Ah, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, this is a literature event, right? We can make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'll be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. Ooh! Kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. That's a really, really cute idea. So, okay. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this is not expected to think you're cute. Oh, it's her fault because she's... Well... Natsuki trails off. Same with you. Eh? Did she just call me cute? No, nothing. Let's go do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? Oh, I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If he was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. He would still eat dinner. Wow, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to use as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Ah, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. Should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? You and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I'll let her, you know? Yeah. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Again, think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I feel so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at the point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer like I wanted? Well, I guess I better be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki, eh? You said it before, about not always having this chance. Doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. Show me how fun bacon be. Yeah. You showed me how fun bacon can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend some more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Aw. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Happy. I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. Aww. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I can feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes filled my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel soft breath against me. I've felt it for a while now. What? She suddenly jumps back? What? What's happening? Sayori? What? Hi, Cappy. Sayori, just now we weren't... it's okay, Cappy. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Aw, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of my cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. You... Sayori, no! I love you, Sayori, but... Sayori's my favorite, but I was so close. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. My imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. Oh, no, no, she's crying. No. No. Aw. You've made such good friends. That's all it meant. No. No. Aw, Sayori, no. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. Sayori, if I wasn't here, you would have to waste your sip. No! You wouldn't have to put up with me what? Monica was right. What? I should just... What? Monica was right about what? What? What did Monica say to you? Sayori! What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... She looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Cappy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that...
that I might like you more than you like me. No, Sayori, the only reason I'm doing this path is because Natsuki's is the only one I haven't seen a Let's Play of. Sayori's my favorite girl. True, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Oh, I like you so much that I want to die. That's a... Oh. Bruh. Bruh. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? Okay, even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. You'll always... Ah. Oh. Okay, you'll always be my dearest friend. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. Please trust me that I know what's best and will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. No. No, I didn't. Telling her I love her would be cruel whenever I'm trying to get with Natsuki. This is what it feels like to get... I should write a poem about this. Sayori, no. No, 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 no. No, no. Oh, no. You're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know. Oh. Anything at all, so. She turns around and... No! No! Sayori! What? Sayori? No! Sayori. Most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I haven't as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know those thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. My heart! No! Yeah, it's the day of the festival. Of all things, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Happy! There's like no music playing, it's weird. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems for. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. That's the one I'll be performing. Surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. I think on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori said. Like, oh my god. Listen, guys, if I'm ever this inconsiderate, please just punch me in the face. Suddenly I feel awful. No, it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Cappy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, damn her embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? Came out really nice. Yeah, sure. Grab one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, given an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. One that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my... Whoa. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving.
That's dark. What is this? Happy? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. More than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long. Quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out for me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Yeah! It's not a big deal. At least wait for help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same they always have been. That's all she needs, and that's what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and I let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all, waking her up in her own house. Doesn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, just feels right. Outside of Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Ah! No! It's so bad! No! No! Oh, it's so bad. Please stop it. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. Is it real? There's no way it can be real. Okay, when can I stop censoring? I suppressed the urge to... Just yesterday. Oh. Oh. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. No. No. Okay. Oh my god. I'll carry this guilt until I die. Wow. This is so much. Never, 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 never. End? What? Oh, whoa. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, no. Oh, oh, this is the part where it gets weird, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna be censoring all the bad stuff from now on, but it's gonna start getting really weird. It's gonna get really weird.